What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, so with the Waka hype coming up, we're about 2 days away from when that will be. Many people have opted to either go all in on Waka or have decided to pass, myself included in the latter category there. So for those who are not planning to go for Waka, well, what is the play on vouchers? Obvious choice is going to be Riftwatchers. So I wanted to do a little Riftwatcher speculation and talk about how many packs you would theoretically need to get, not necessarily to max out the entire set, but probably the most important cards that will come in the set, which would be the summoners. So the big assumption that we're going to make here is that dice is going to be very similar in its construction to, Riftwatcher is going to be very similar in its construction to dice, meaning that if you are familiar with dice, and if you're not, we can go through it here, all of the rare cards in dice are summoners. Now you do have a couple of epics sprinkled in, and then you have 2 legendaries for each splinter. So again, we're making the big assumption that Riftwatchers is going to look similar to dice, and even if some things change here and there, I think one of the safer assumptions, and again, this is all speculation, but one of the safer assumptions is that all of the summoners will be rare, and if we go with this, all of the rares will be summoners. All right, so that is the big thing that is the big kind of leaning point for where this video is going to go. So if that is the case, my sole focus will be on maxing out the summoners for dice as quickly as possible, or as to the best of my ability. Now, you don't necessarily need to max them out fully, but you can max them out for certain leagues. Now, what I wanted to do was just some quick math. If we're expecting 6 summoners here, 1 for each splinter, then that would mean in order to max out summoners for, we'll start with silver. As you can see here, silver is going to be level 4, so that's 25 BCX. Gold is going to be 60, and then maxed out fully is 115, so diamond plus. So if we just do a little bit of math like that, you're going to say 25 summoners times 25 BCX times 6 summoners means that if you were to buy 150 packs, then there is a good chance that you would be able to max out summoners, or at the very least be able to get cards that would be higher valued, because keep in mind, every single pack comes with at least 1 rare. Sometimes there's more, right? But the most basic pack, the lowest value pack you can get, is one that has 4 commons and a rare. So if you were to buy 150 packs, theoretically, you wouldn't necessarily get 150 summoners dispersed in the correct way, right? Where it's 25 for each summoner, but you would be able to get, you would be able to get enough cards to have either summoners or maybe even some epics and legendaries, which you could swap for summoners. So 150 packs times $5 is $750. All right, so that is for silver. Now we move up to gold, and we are now doing 60 BCX times the 6 summoners, and you're at 360 packs. Multiply that by the $5 per pack, and you're getting $1,800 in SPS. Remember, keep in mind, you're going to have SPS for this that values at 1,800, or you're going to have the 1,800 that you convert into SPS at that time. Lastly, let's go through the final one here, which is going to be the entire maxed out versions of all of these. So 115 BCX times 6 is going to get you 690 packs. So you'll need just under 700 to get maxed out versions of all the summoners. Now, keep in mind, you could get lucky. Some packs may contain more than 1 summoner, but again, this is going to be the baseline that we're using here. Multiply this by the $5 per pack, and you're looking at an investment of roughly $3,500. So that's where we're at. So let's do a quick recap, because I know I should have put this on a spreadsheet, but for silver, you're going to need about $750, 150 packs. For gold, you're going to need about 360 packs, which converts to $1,800. Again, this is all US dollars. And then to fully max out your summoners, you will need to get 690 packs, which comes out to a little under $3,500 worth of SPS. So that is or are the targets. Now, why am I bringing this up in the context of like what's happening with Waka and vouchers? Well, because if you're not using your vouchers on Waka, what are you using them for? Are you selling them? Which, to be honest, I am, because I'm selling them to buy more SPS, but I am trying to look long term, and this is kind of how the idea for this video came about, because I wanted to know how many vouchers should I be hanging on to or looking to acquire between now and sometime in June, July when Riftwatchers comes out, so that I can ensure that I get the amount of packs that I need, right? So these numbers seem high, as they probably should be. And again, the packs will be more expensive than Chaos Legion, so keep in mind they're 25% more expensive. Chaos Legion is going for $4. These will be going for $5. I'm not too worried about buying an SPS. Well, here's another interesting thing, and maybe I'll cover this in more depth in another video, but if you come in with the fiat equivalent, right, at that time, you don't have to worry about the price of SPS going up or down, because it doesn't really matter. At that point in time when you are buying, hopefully it's going to be the market value of where SPS currently is, meaning that you could come in with $1,800 at that point, and even if SPS is $5, right, they're only going to charge the amount of SPS that is the equivalent of that $1,800 to max out, or the SPS equivalent of that $5 per pack, whatever it comes out to be. But looking ahead, yeah, I mean, having this many vouchers seems like, 690 vouchers seems like a very high amount, considering where we're at now and what the value of vouchers will be. Now, we don't know what we don't know, and that includes any other promotional cards that may come out between now and whenever Riftwatchers does. Because keep in mind, it's like 4 months away, and if we are to expect at least a couple more promo cards, as of what I'm understanding from the town halls regarding following what Waka is and represents as kind of the first of many, then I would say that between now and the halfway point of the year, we could probably expect, I don't know, at least one more, maybe a couple more. So that, in a sense, could eat up some vouchers. Now, you could be holding onto your vouchers for that, and that wouldn't be the wrong thing to do. But I think it also highlights just how expensive Waka is. And I'm not saying that Waka isn't worth it. If anything, 1,000 cards, if you were to have one, I mean, 1,000 cards in circulation completely maxed out, that is very rare. Very, very rare. So something to keep in mind. And, if Waka ends up being a meta changer as much as we're expecting him to be, again, 500 vouchers in order to acquire him. Actually, it's not just 500 vouchers. It's 500 vouchers plus the SPS equivalent, which, again, it's kind of comparing apples to, well, actually, it is comparing apples to apples, because when it comes to Riftwatchers, we are going to have vouchers plus SPS. Now, the only other thing here that I'll call out is if there is a lower amount of vouchers in circulation due to the fact that people are using them up, there is a chance that maybe packs for Riftwatchers don't necessarily require one voucher each. We could see fractional vouchers being used where maybe it's half a voucher gets a pack, right? But again, that is all speculation. That is just something that I've thought about, or not necessarily me. I'm thinking about it in the context of Riftwatchers, but in general, it's been said in the town halls and in a lot of the chats that, in the future, there could be things worth fractions of a voucher. But I'm going to go ahead and assume for a major release like this, and I do consider, even though Riftwatchers is a mini edition, I would consider it a major release. If there's only going to be 2 of these releases per year, I would assume that, or my safe bet would be that it's going to be 1 voucher per pack. And that may just be for the pre-sale. So again, there's probably going to be some packs held over for a general sale, or if Aggro gets his way, The interesting thing is, if Acro gets his way, I wonder if all packs will require vouchers, or at least a portion of vouchers. So something to think about if you want to start stacking vouchers for that. Like I said, for me, just being fully transparent with you, I have a stack of vouchers that I'm sitting on currently, and everything above that I'm currently selling, either for cards, either for packs, either for more SPS. So as we get closer to Riftwatchers, I may start continuing to stack those vouchers and keep them. But at the current time, and I know because, and I know this isn't maybe the most efficient use, because I do expect voucher value to go up. But at the same time, I want to be able to realize the gains of vouchers, right? I want to be able to turn it into something materialistic, because right now the amount of vouchers that I'm sitting on doesn't necessarily add any value anywhere except for me holding it, right? And I'm just kind of either speculating on the price or holding them for some future time. Whereas if I turn them into cards, I can play with them, and I earn, through the collection power, I earn a little bit more in the airdrop. If I buy packs, well, then, I can speculate on the price of packs in the future. I own the cards there, and I get the airdrop. If I turn it into DEC or SPS, I get more SPS that way, right? Because I can either get more DEC or more SPS from the DEC airdrop, or from the airdrop through DEC, I should say, or stack and stake SPS and actually get more vouchers that way, right? So again, I've been very transparent with you guys. My biggest play is SPS, and I wanna be as big of an SPS whale as I can be. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where I'm headed with this. Now, that being said, I do want to have a solid Riftwatchers deck, and my goal, not just with Riftwatchers, but Chaos Legion as well, is to have a maxed out version, at least regular foil, of all of the cards. So I'm not there yet. I'm not anywhere close. I'm not even maxed out for gold. And the thing is, maxed out for Diamond Plus is essentially almost double what you need for gold. So I'm still a while away from this, but it's just something to potentially keep in mind for the future. And that's a goal of mine. So that's all I have for you guys in this video today. Just wanted to share some of the rough numbers of what you will need looking ahead and doing a little speculation around Riftwatchers when it comes to vouchers potentially, and or just how many packs you would need in total if you are going to go the route of packs. So I was very excited when Chaos Legion packs came out. I had a hugely fun time when on that first day back in December when they were first out, opening packs, having a great time with that. Now, obviously, I do the weekly pack openings, but a lot of what I'm holding on to for packs is price appreciation and or waiting until maybe the airdrops, the legendary summoners are included, so that I have a chance of opening those in packs. But that being said, when Riftwatchers packs comes out, or when Riftwatchers packs come out is the right way to say that, you can bet that I'm going to try and grab as many as I can and open them so that I can max these guys out for at least gold right away, because I feel as though I'll be playing in gold for the short to medium term, hopefully at diamond at some point. And I have dabbled in diamond for end of season, but I really don't have the full power for it. Okay, now I'm just kind of rambling in this video. This is what I want to share with you guys. Hopefully it was helpful or entertaining. Would love to hear your thoughts on what your Riftwatchers plans are, or what your vouchers plans are between now and Riftwatchers, so we can continue the conversation below in the comments. If you guys are finding value in these videos, please consider liking and subscribing. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope you have an amazing day. I will catch you around the game, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.